stuff like I'm just glad to be in the game. You know what I'm saying? And learn stuff from dudes like 50 Cent and Eminem, and because you know them dudes is like on a whole nother league. Like for instance, we did a show for a guy named Thor. Thor is the 350th richest man in the country. Where he flew us in. This guy had fighter jets. He had a 747 with his people, and he just said he was on his own boat, cruising around the country, and he said he wanted 50 to come perform for him for $700,000. We do show. We did a show for the arms dealer in Radio City Music Hall. This guy had the Eagles playing band, Ciara, 50, Kenny G. This guy spent like over $5 million. He just was in the news for embezzlement, in the newspaper for embezzlement for a lot of millions of dollars. He just was in the newspaper.
So like being around those people, right? And do you get like inspired to do like your own stuff on your side?
I get inspired just by being around 50. I get inspired every day. You know what I mean? Because I'm not insecure to say 50's my boss, or you know 50's my man as well as my boss. You gotta know how to play your cards when you're dealing with a person like 50, because when a person gets money, they think everybody's out to get them. Which is true, because everybody wants to know how they can get $1 off you.
All right, so I see Young Buck starting his own crew. Do you got something like in the workings of you?
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on for me like right now, but I'm just focused on. I want to focus on one thing at a time. You know what I'm saying? I want to focus on this G-Unit album, Shoot to Kill, and I want to,
That's the name of it, Shoot to Kill.
Yeah, okay. We want to bring something different to the table.
When that coming out this year?
That's coming out. It's coming out New Year.
Oh, New Year's. Oh, the top of the
April,
year.
yeah, top of the year, April. You know, and as well as you know, 50's doing a movie with De Niro and Pacino. I was on set. You know what I mean? I didn't get to direct enough, and I just was on set. Got a chance to meet De Niro, Pacino, and Donnie Wahlberg. That's what I've been doing. I just been watching 50 and watching his moves and getting experience. So like a lot of actors can say they've been on set with De Niro, Pacino, you know what I'm saying, and Donnie Wahlberg as well. So I just, you know, I be around 50 and I learn a lot of things about the game. So, you know, I'm just analyzing, you know, the Curtis album, I got A&R credit on that. If you look at the credits,
seen it,
you know, so I'm you know,
Cha-ching, right?
Yeah, you know, cha-ching, and you know, I'm you know, basically right now it's like I don't really depend on Interscope to do anything. I just depend on G-Unit to do everything. You know, it's like 50 has one more album left. We already know what that means. He's gonna cash out, and somebody's gonna want to drop the bag off. So you know, I just play my cards until you know somebody drops that big bag off, because you know he has one more album left, and you know my album is called. What should I call it?
Cha-ching.
No, I think I should call it that cha-ching. No, I think I'm gonna call it I'm 50's tax write-off. That sounds good. You know what I mean? See, I'm not scared to say it. 50's my boss. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what nobody can ever get in my head, because I'm a loyal kind of motherfucker. You know what I mean? I love 50 to death. He changed my tax bracket. Before this, I wouldn't even know what credit meant. A W2.
Now your credit is good money.
I wouldn't know. Good money. What's the top score? 7 something or 700? What is it?
Right?
8? I'm on my way to that. And I sold drugs my whole life. So, you know, I got a lot. I went to jail. So I went through a lot more than the average artist went through. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in situations. So, you know what I mean? When you see situations, you just help, you know, things, you know, get a little better.
VIP Saturday, Sirius Satellite Radio. DJ Self, the Prince of New York. You already know what it is.
Yayo's
in the building. Let's go.
Thank you, Cameron.
VIP Saturday, Sirius Satellite Radio. All right, well, we can get into the Cameron. I just recently heard like Cameron came out of.
How can y'all even put Cam? Like, listen, let me explain something to you. How can you even put Cam in the same bracket as 50? Cam don't have more money than me.
But like, dude, what about
I'm not trying
what
to
about
style,
like his hustle? What about like his hustle, like him, like bringing up Diplomat records?
Let's talk about how he's ambitious. The guy, you know, he goes hard. He talks about everything he does. But come on, we're talking about 50 Cent here and guys like Eminem and Jay-Z. I have respect for these guys, man. These guys are cutting multi-million-dollar deals. So I put them in a big.
So do you believe Cam when he say like, you know, I got 50 million and da da da?
Nah, I don't believe it. He has 50 million.
Yeah, I mean,
do you believe that? I don't. Believe it. I don't think the general.
Like he talking about from the scissor and from
no, scissor failed as a liquor. I tried to look into a liquor deal. I look into all these ventures, the same ventures he's talking about. Scissor didn't make him any money, and I believe somebody else owned it anyway.
Oh, so they ain't even 100%.
Yeah, come on, man. You seen his pool on the what's the YouTube?
On the YouTube.
If that's your pool, man, you ain't playing hardball.
You ain't doing
man.
it. Nah.
50 playing hardball, man. We got Enzos, all kinds of cars, all. And not to brag, we got like, come on, he's on a whole nother different kind of level, man. Jay-Z as well as Eminem. Sold 16 million records. How much you think 50 Cent get a show?
Well, you telling me 700?
700,000, 500,000. You gotta come to him better for dudes like that. Eminem turned down $1 million tours. Am I lying, Nelson? Said I don't want to do it. I'm talking about tours that were up to $20 million. No, I'll stay home with Haley. These dudes have super money.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
I gotta get
These
up
dudes
on
have super, and I'm not trying. I see the deals that goes on, from the vitamin water deals to the shoe deals to the junior video games. Sold 1 million copies. 1 million copies, $16 a piece. No, matter of fact, well, video average game is like $30, $40. So I mean, like, I see the deals 50 does and the things that he doing. Nah, them dudes ain't lying about their money.
All right. Well, let's talk about a smaller scale tour. I know y'all did the five borough tour. How was that? What was y'all thought process in doing that, and how was it?
The 5 borough tour was, thanks to these guys, radio promotion and everybody at Unit.
That was in New York City.
Yeah, we just bring something back to the hood. You know what I mean? It's like, people gotta understand, like with Unit, it's like, it's 2 different levels for rappers. Like, people will say, yo, we never see 50 Cent outside. If 50 Cent comes outside, it's a riot. If Fat Joe comes outside, somebody's saying, what's up? It's a fucking difference.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? You gotta understand. If who else? Who could I say? If Jadakiss punched somebody in the head, nobody's gonna want to sue him. If I punch somebody in the head, and my lawyer's probably, I can't even supposed to be saying this. My lawyer be calling and stuff like this. But I'll be paying some money. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we went through lawsuits before, and it's the changes of, yo, used to be wild and stuff, and then, yo, you realizing, yo, I'm Tony Yayo, I can get sued for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now, they have me in an incident saying that I smacked Game's son. I mean, not Game's son, Jimmy Henchman's son. They're saying that I do it when I got 2 witnesses saying I didn't do it. But I have to go through the headache of trial because it's a money thing. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know when you look at the Game situation. I play my cards right because once you sign that deal with Curtis Jackson, you owe him 4 albums, brother. Like it or not, motherfucker.
And you gotta go
so
through
motherfucker could scream G-U not, G-U block, G-U stop, G-U rot, G-U not, whatever you want to scream. When it comes to the contracts, you still owe 50 Cent 4 albums. Motherfucker, so
he's still your boss, right?
Yeah, so I mean, it's all how you play your games, man. I'm a loyal, humble kind of guy, man. People just look at me as the crazy man in the unit because I tell you how it is. I'm not scared of Fat Joe. I'm not scared of Henchman. I'm not scared of Game because I know these dudes is not the real deal. They're not.
All right. Well, before we get out of here, I'm getting the wrap-up sign. You're familiar with Sirius anyway, and you know this go across the country. So, on my show, I do hood information. When I say that, I want you to describe something or tell me and tell the listeners about something that goes on in your hood. You from Queens.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so just tell something that only goes on in your hood so somebody from Texas would be like, oh,
I can tell you what goes on in my hood, and I feel like it goes on in another hood. It's like, niggas gotta stop the hate. Like, if you see another nigga doing good, find out how he did that instead of trying to pull him down. If he got new rims on his truck, instead of you saying his rims is ugly behind his back, you know what I mean? Just give him depth. If they alright. Don't tell him his truck is ugly. Don't tell him his new car is ugly. Just let niggas do their thing. Stop the hate, man. Like, if you, like, for instance, even with G-Unit, the reason why I say that is because I'm just like any other nigga from the street. You understand what I'm saying? Came home, did parole, did probation. And you understand what I'm saying? We made it to where we at. That shows you any other motherfucker out there can make it to where you at.
And get that money, right?
That's it, man.
And I want to shout you out, too. I was listening to the freestyle, and I'm from Brooklyn. Sure. And I went to Queens, and then they was telling me about the Hero Shop on Hollis, and I was like, yo, this shit is alright, so I want to shout you out for that one, too, right?
You can see my picture in the Hero Shop in Hollis. That's Murder Inc. stomping grounds, man. That's what I'm saying. I be everywhere, man. You could ask about me in Brooklyn, man. You could ask about me being at Fort Greene Day. You could ask me being about at the old timers at the plazas, bringing my Bentley in the plazas. Only rapper that did that, and that's some mean projects. One way in, one way out. You could ask about me being at Farragut Day. I do Brooklyn. I do Queens. You know what I mean? I got family everywhere. You know what I mean?
And any last words you got?
I just gotta say, man, Curtis and shoot to kill. Ching ching. You know what time it is, man. This year's our year. June is back, baby.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
This